हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Kam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam vande Shri Gurudev Paramahansa. Welcome everyone to this special class of Damodar at Gautami Mataji's house. And thank you, Mataji, for inviting all of us to this house. It is such a blessing to be here. You have made such a spiritual environment here, such nice decoration. We look forward to it. And last year we were here on 10th of November. So it's exactly 1 year that we are here. And earlier we had heard of this proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Now the new version of that I shared in the class is, a friend is one who when he comes to your house, the internet is automatically connected, and which is what happened in my laptop. I didn't have to ask for password, it automatically got connected. So, so that is what happened. So today we are going to uh, have some understanding of the challenges that we are possibly facing in our life, and I'm sure you will relate to it when I'm sharing it. I hope everyone understands English because I can only speak in English and Hindi. So that is the only thing I can do there. And we are going to also hear something about Damodar Leela and something very, very auspicious which is going to start from tomorrow, which is Bhishma Panchak. So we will hear about that in next 1 hour, right? So let me start with this basic question, and you have to answer this. What is the goal of life? And those people who have been invited to Mataji directly from this apartment or her friends, first chance to you. What is the goal of life? What do you think is the goal of life? Give someone. No negative marking. Okay. Others, anyone can answer now. What do you think is the goal of life? Huh? To reach Golok Vrindavan. Yes. And why do we want to reach Golok Vrindavan? Sorry? So we don't have to be reborn. Now that is the answer which we get from people attending the classes. The goal of life for all of us, even if we are trying to go to Golok Vrindavan, is to be happy. And we believe if we go to Golok Vrindavan, we'll be happy. We believe that if I get 1 crore salary, we'll be happy. We believe that if we get a big house, we'll be happy. We believe we get a big car, we'll be happy. Right? The ultimate goal of life is to be happy. So there was this teacher in a classroom. She asked the students, Varun, what do you want to be when you grow up? So he said that I want to be a very rich person. I need to have some 200 cars, 100 yachts, 50 big houses, so many servants, and all that stuff. So the teacher said, look, I just asked what you want to be. I didn't ask you to write an essay on it. So then he goes to Pooja. Pooja, tell me what you want to be. So she thinks for a while and said, I want to be Varun's wife. So this is how people are trying to be happy. Now the question back to you again. We are trying to be happy, but are we happy? Always. No. Anyone says yes, then we will come to your house and understand what is the secret. Right? So today, all of us, we are doing whatever we are doing in our life, whether we are a homemaker, we are working in an organization, whatever we are doing, we are trying to be happy. But the reality is that we are not happy. And now I will share with you 3 reasons why we are not happy instead of trying so hard to be happy. The reason number one is that this world, the way it has been designed to keep us unhappy. And can anyone tell me which shloka in Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that? What is that phrase which Krishna uses in Bhagavad Gita? Dukhalayam ashashvatam. He says that this place is Dukhalayam. Vidyalay, place of Vidya. Pustakalay, place of Pustak. Dukhalay, place of Dukh, unhappiness. So this place Krishna has designed to make us unhappy. And now let's understand his master design. How has Krishna designed this place to keep us unhappy? We all are trying to be happy, and the first reason is the concept called futile, useless. The basic concept here is that whatever we desire, most of those desires are not fulfilled. Whatever we desire, we keep on desiring every day many things, but they are not fulfilled. So there's this boy who is had a crush on a girl in a college. Now, many boys have that crush in the college. How many succeed? Rarely anyone, right? So similarly, we are no different. It may not be a boy and girl crush, but we will have so many desires. So much money, such a big house, happy family, all this. We'll keep on having all that. But 99% of those desires are not fulfilled. That is the way the world has been designed. So remember the story of the boy and girl. I'll continue that story further. Boys keep on having crush on the girl, but they will not succeed in their attempt. That's first. The second reason is the happiness is insubstantial. For example, suppose out of 1,000 boys who are having a crush on one girl, one succeeds. One succeeds. And they get married. Now, after marriage, boy realizes, oh, she is different than what I was thinking. When we get happiness, when we get joy, we realize this is the marketing was much better. The reality is different. Because every joy that we get, the pleasure that we get is so insubstantial. We go and have nice food. Oh, I thought so much. We went to so far place to have this food, but the joy that we got was so insubstantial. So that is the second way. So first is either our desires are not fulfilled. Those which are fulfilled, we find that the joy that we are getting is very, very less, very insubstantial. So there was this boy who asked his father, how much did you pay for your marriage? The son is asking his father, how much did you pay for your marriage? And the father said, I don't know because I am still paying for it. So the joy that we get is, so one is futile, second one is insubstantial. And the third one is, yeah, come. Okay. So the third concept is that suppose, again the same story, the boy is having a crush, they get married. Now, and after marriage also both boy and girl realize that, yeah, we got what we wanted. Then the third problem which will come is that the happiness is temporary, ashashvata. whatever happiness we get lasts for very little time. Love at first sight, divorce at first fight. So every marriage will end with either divorce or death. So whatever joy we get, even if we are thinking that it is all that we wanted, it will end at some point of time. In case of marriage, either by divorce or by death. So that is the way the world has been designed. Happiness is either futile, insubstantial, or temporary. This is how the world has been designed. Now, it doesn't stop there. The way our body has been designed is also to keep us unhappy. And we will explore that also. The first thing is about whenever we get sick, the misery lasts for 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, 10 days, 15 days. If it is serious disease, it can be longer. So the duration of misery is very high, long. But the duration of happiness, even if the prasadam which we saw just now, we are having water in our mouth, even if the prasadam is very nice, how long will that happiness last? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? That's about all. But the misery which can be caused by having contaminated food can last for long. So that is the first way the body has been designed, that the duration of misery is very long, whereas the duration of happiness is very, very short. The second thing is about the intensity. Misery in any one part of the body overshadows the happiness in all the other parts of the body. Now imagine you are coming from a outside, and then you get a very nice rasgulla. You take the rasgulla, pop it in your mouth. Now your mouth is full with nice rasgulla. You are enjoying it. While enjoying it, you sit on the sofa, and by mistake, someone had left a pin on it. Will you enjoy rasgulla? Why? Your mouth is full with rasgulla. You are enjoying it completely. And just one small pin, you can't even see the tip. One small pin, it overshadows everything else. Right? So, first is duration, second is intensity. The intensity of misery is so high that it will take over all the happiness that we may be getting. That is how our body has been designed. The third way our body has been designed is about the variety. Now, how many ways can we make our eye happy? In how many ways can you make your eyes happy? One way, only one, by watching something nice. Now, how can your eyes become unhappy? One, some dust goes into your eyes. Second, some infection comes in your eyes. Third, someone can take out your eyes. Fourth, now you just imagine how many ways the eyes can make you unhappy versus how many ways eyes can make you happy. Happiness only one way. Unhappiness millions of ways. Millions of ways. This is true for every body part. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, everything. There is one or two ways to get happiness out of that, but there are many ways of getting distress out of that. Now you are looking at body in a different dimension, right? That is how the body has been designed, right? And the third one is there are only few organs which can give us happiness. Eyes, ears when we hear something nice, nose when we smell something good, tongue when we taste something, skin when we feel something nice, right? These are only five organs which can give us some kind of happiness. Now look at your body once more. How many organs can give you unhappiness? Every organ can give you unhappiness. Have you ever heard, Mataji, you are a doctor, I'm very happy with my liver, I'm very happy with my kidney, my intestines? No one, right? But you must have come with patients. My kidney has a problem, liver has a problem, intestine has a problem. Every body part can give us unhappiness, but there are only few body parts which can give us happiness. Now, this is the kind of body that has been given to us. And in this, we are trying to get happiness. The world has been designed to make us unhappy. The body has been designed to make us unhappy. So that's the second reason. Now let's come to the third reason. You listen to FM radio? Listen to FM radio? नहीं? कोई नहीं सुनता. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. So question is, which is whoever is listening to it, which is the most popular FM channel? With 92.7 Kannada channel, right? See, 92.7 is a popular channel everywhere. So I think they have cracked it. In Karnataka, it is in Kannada. You go to other states, it is in that local language. It's always in the local language. So it is a very popular channel. But the reality is that the most popular channel in the world is called WIIFM. How many of you know this WIIFM channel? No one? Sir? WIIFM. This is global, universal. Anyone working in corporate life? All of you, Matajis, anyone? You have not heard of this channel, WIIFM? This channel is called What's in It for Me. What's in it for me? Whenever we are talking to someone, we are always thinking, what's in it for me? If I go to Bhagavad Gita class, what's in it for me? If I work so hard, what's in it for me? Every time we are asking this question, knowingly or unknowingly. Now think, are you asking this question every time? Whenever there is anything which is there, what's in it for me? What will happen? What will I get because of that? That is the most popular channel. How many of you are in IT? 1, 2, 3, 4. IT. Only 4 people here. This side, no one in IT? All of us are in IT. IT is Indriya Tripti. Indriya Tripti. Indriya Tripti means satisfying our senses. We are busy satisfying our senses. All of us are in IT. So there was, and Bhakti Vinod Prabhu in our Bhakti Center had shared this story that one very miserly person was drowning, and his friend said that give me your hand. Now that miserly person is very miserly, conjuice. How can he give anything? So then he's still drowning, but he's not giving his hand. So then this friend changed. He said, take my hand. And moment he said, take my hand, that guy caught his hand. Because we always have this in mind, what is in it for me? Every transaction that we do, we are trying to figure out how can I benefit from it. And that is the third reason for our misery. So what are the 3 reasons? Reason number 1, this world has been designed to keep us unhappy. Reason number 2, body has been designed to keep us unhappy. Reason number 3, what is in it for me? That is the thing which is going on in our mind. In every relationship, every transaction, everywhere, we are only thinking about what's in it for me. So now let's understand what is happiness really. Happiness in this material world is nothing but absence of misery. Happiness in this material world is nothing but absence of misery. You see this story. There was a man who was wearing his shoes, and their shoes used to pinch him. And one of his friends said, why don't you change the shoes? So the man said that my wife is not happy with me. My children are not happy with me. I'm not able to pay the electricity bill of my house. So half the time the electricity is gone. I have weak stomach, so I can't eat food. Everything is wrong in my life. But at night, when I take off my shoes, I feel so much happy. Right? For that moment, when I take off my shoes, which are pinching me, I feel so relieved. That is our situation in life. We look for happiness, which is absence of misery. There's a torture method where a person, his head is dunked in the water and he's gasping for breath. And when he's about to die, he's pulled out. He comes up like this. And then again he's dunked in water. That is our situation. We are in misery most of the time. When we are about to die, we are pulled out. We are happy. I got promotion. Again, same grind, morning 8 a.m. till night 10 p.m. Again, after some time, salary hike. Again, something, promotion, all those kind of things which keeps on happening. That is the way it is there. So, in reality, the happiness is like a McDonald's burger. Big price, a big slice, a big burger on top, big burger in the bottom, and thin slice of cheese in between. That thin slice of cheese is happiness. And for that, you have to pay for everything. And that is what we are doing. It is like licking a honey bottle from outside. Will you get any taste? If you keep on licking for the rest of your life, and that's what we are doing. We are trying to get happiness by licking the honey bottle from outside. So we spend all our time trying to uh, do satisfy our senses, and we spend all our life. And that is like there is a man who's sitting by the side of a river. He's sitting by the side of the river, and someone asked, "Why aren't you going the other side?" He said, "I'm just waiting for the river to pass by. When the river passes by, then I will cross." Will this ever happen? Which is what we are doing. We are trying to satisfy our senses, make ourselves happy, but that will never happen. The string of miseries will keep on coming, keep on going. Now there is in Bollywood there is a song, "A leke chalu ek aise gagan ke tale." It's a very old song. I don't know if anyone has heard it. You have heard it? So basically, this song says that let me take you to a place jahan gam bhi na ho, aansu bhi na ho, where there is no misery, there is no tears, there are no miseries. And then people heard that song and then said, which means there is some place where this is there is no misery, there is nothing, and that place is called Vaikuntha Lok, and that is why people try to go there. Now there are four category of people who are worshipping God, because if you have to go there, you have to worship God. That's the only way to worship God. So the one category of people which is most common is out of fear. Out of fear. If I don't do it, something will go wrong in my life. You have heard of the story of Shani ki Sade Sati? You have heard of this concept of Shani ki Sade Sati, with 7.5 years of misery which is going on. So this man goes to an astrologer and says that I am having so much of problem. So the astrologer looks at his chart and says, your this Shani ki Sade Sati is going on. If you give me 1100 rupees, I will do something and then life will be set for you. So he said, I don't have 1100 rupees. So the person said, okay, give me 100 rupees. He said, I don't have 100 rupees. He said, give me 11 rupees. He said, I don't have 11 rupees. Then he says, go away. What can Shani do to you? You don't even have 11 rupees. So the first reason people worship is fear. The second reason people worship God is out of desire. They want something. There are many stories. People go to Tirupati Balaji for desiring, for doing some business transaction. If you give me this, I will give you this. We have very popular bhajan which we sing at home. Om Jai Jagdish Hare. How many of you sing that? There's this line, Sukh Sampati Ghar Aave, Kashta Mite Tan Ka. What is this? We are telling God, Sukh Sampati Ghar Aave, only then I will worship you. This is desire. This is desire. And we are worshipping Lord because we are desiring something material from Him. Sukh Sampati Ghar Aave, Kashta Mite Tan Ka. So that we get money and we have a healthy body. That is out of desire. The third category of people who are better than this is they do it out of duty. Please come, come. Pooji, can you give space? Some space. Yes. So this is the third category of people who worship God out of duty. I have come from this family, this tree. We always do things like this. So they do it out of duty. My father was doing it. My grandfather was doing it. My mother was doing it. Grandmother. Some sides they were doing it. We'll do it. So there was this marriage ceremony which was going on, and the feras are about Saptapadi, Saptapadi is about to start, and that is when the bride's mother says, "Hold on, Panditji, just hold on." Then he says, "Get a cat." Now Pandit is worried. Cat? What to do with cat? He said, "No, no, get a cat, and then we have to put a basket on top of the cat." He said, "From where did this ritual came? Which Puran has mentioned this?" He said, "No, I have seen my mother do it at my marriage. At my marriage, my mother had got a cat and put a basket on top of her. And that is when someone who was present from that marriage said, that time that cat was troubling, it was coming again and again. So we caught and put a basket on that. Now that has become a ritual." Look at your life. Quite possible. You are following many such things out of duty. You don't know the reason behind it. We don't even know the reason behind it, but we are doing it. So this is the next category of people who worship God out of duty, right? There was this Prabhu who was giving the lecture. He's also a pujari in the temple. He says when he's sitting at the altar, he has amusing experiences. There are people who will come, they will do all kinds of actions. And then, for example, someone will hold the ears, someone will hold the ears like this, someone will do sit and down, and all kind of things. And sometimes he just stops. He will ask why, what is the reason? I have seen everyone do it. There can be a genuine reason for that, but they don't even know the reason behind it. Right? So this is being done out of duty. People are just following what someone else has said. And the highest level reason for worshipping God is out of love. That is out of love. And that is where in Shikshashtakam Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "Na dhanam, na janam, dharim, kam va jagadish kamaye, mam janmani janmishware, bhavtat bhaktir ahitukitve." Na dhanam, I don't need money. Na janam, I don't need birth in a great family. I don't need any of these. I only want to serve you out of love. That is the highest level of bhakti. Now, moment we say that Krishna, I want to worship you out of love only, then Krishna will do interview. He will not accept it very easily because it is told that moment we start doing bhakti for Krishna, Krishna becomes indebted to us. The way he is indebted to gopis. They give their everything for Krishna. So he will not accept anyone easily because he will become indebted to us. So then he will call Maya. Maya, go and take the interview. So what will Maya do? Maya will first give lot of miseries. Samudra Manthan, when it happened, came first? Wish, which is miseries. So we'll first get miseries. Suppose we cross that stage, we continue our bhakti. Then what came after that? Before that? Lakshmi ji, Eravat. Now you will start getting money, house, all those things. Now Maya is testing you with all these opulences to check whether you continue doing your bhakti or not. Only when you cross that, that is when they got Amrit. That is when you will get bhakti. So you will not get bhakti that you go say, okay, yes, we'll start doing. Test will be done. Only when you cross the test, that is when the actual bhakti will start. Now, how to develop love for Krishna? There are only two ways to develop love for Krishna. First one is through philosophy. Read scriptures, understand who is God, who is supreme personality of Godhead, how to worship him and all that. That's philosophy, which is what I covered so far. That is all philosophy. Philosophy has advantage that will educates us, but its impact lies for 5 minutes only. So whatever I have told you will evaporate in 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, after Prashadam, if I ask anyone to tell me, you will not remember anything of that. Nothing. Right? So the second way is to hear the Leelas of the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord. That is something which will remain forever. Right? So these are the only two ways, philosophy and Leela. So what we covered so far is the philosophy. Right? World is designed to be unhappy, body is designed to be unhappy, we are always having desires. All this makes us unhappy. But the real ras, the real mellow, the real enjoyment comes in the Leelas of the Lord when we hear the pastimes of the Lord and his devotees. So now for the next few minutes, we'll hear some sweet pastimes of Krishna because that is what will last. Now, for how many days is Diwali celebrated? 5 days. How many days Durga Puja is celebrated? Can you remember any festival is celebrated for 30 days? This is the only festival. Damodar Leela is the only festival which is celebrated for 30 days. Most of the festivals are done for 1 day, 5 days, 9 days, 7 days. But this festival is celebrated for 30 days. This is Damodar Leela. This happened on Diwali day. On the day of Diwali, Yashoda Mai is churning butter. Krishna comes and he hugs Yashoda Mai, which basically means, Mai, please feed me. So Yashoda Mai starts feeding Krishna. At the same time, she has kept milk to boil in the kitchen. Now this milk is very special. This milk has been taken from 8 cows who have been fed the Padma Gandha grass, the very very flavorful grass which has been fed to them, and that milk is being put to boil, and then butter will be made from that for Krishna. So while Yashoda Mai is feeding, suddenly the milk starts boiling. And when the milk starts boiling, Yashoda Mai realizes how important is that milk. So she keeps Krishna down and she rushes to the kitchen to take the milk of the stove. Now Krishna was still hungry and Yashoda Mai kept him on the ground. So he gets angry. A hungry person is angry person. So I will try and finish the class because Prashadam has come, so I don't want hungry people. I'll just give me some time. So Krishna is angry, and he takes a stone and he hits the pot which was being used by Yashoda Mai to churn the butter. Now the entire butter comes out. Now after he has done it, he realized गड़बड़ हो गया. See, we do that many times. Yes, we in anger, fit of anger, we do something. What have we done? Right? So now Krishna runs. Now he has realized that Yashoda is going to be angry, so he runs. Now Yashodamai comes out and she sees that the butter pot is broken and Krishna is nowhere to be found. So very easy for her to make 2 and 2 4. Krishna has done it. Now Krishna, while running, stepped on the butter which was on the floor, because of which there were telltale signs of where he has gone. So now she follows those signs and she finds that Krishna has entered the storehouse where there's lot more butter. And she was aghast at the sight there. Krishna has broken more pots there, and now all his friends have come and they are having a butter party. Benny party or something. Benny party. Or, right? So they are having a butter party. And he's feeding monkeys and all those stuff is being done. Now, moment Krishna sees Yashoda Mai, he jumps and he starts running. Now Yashoda Mai picks up a stick and she is running after Krishna. Now Krishna is running fast and Yashoda Mai is following him. After some time, Krishna gives up and Yashoda Mai catches Krishna. And now she tries to tie him to a mortar. So the earlier times there used to be mortar. Now they have been replaced by mixie, right? So you can't tie anyone to a mixie, but to the mortar you can tie. So she was trying to tie, and it is at that time that whatever rope she would use, the rope is always 2 fingers short. Again, more ropes will be used. Again, it will be 2 fingers short. So Acharyas have explained the reason behind this 2 fingers short. What is the reason? What is 1 finger? So in order for us to tie Krishna, we need to put in our efforts, that is 1 finger, and we need the mercy of the Lord to tie. That's the 2nd finger. So these 2 things has to happen, only then the Lord can be tied. Now this news reaches everyone. So they say, Yashna, don't worry, we'll get more ropes. You keep on, we continue. So now the rope from everywhere is coming to Nand Baba's house and they are supplying, but Krishna is not getting tied. And that is when Radharani comes and she gives her, what is that called? For hair? Ribbon. Ribbon. She gives her ribbon, small ribbon, and moment Yashodama uses it, Krishna gets tied. So the next lesson is, if we want to tie Krishna, take help from Radharani. Right? Now Krishna is tied. Now Yashoda Mai goes back to her work. Now Krishna is tied, standing next to a mortar. Then he gives a hug. The mortar falls, and now it can roll. So now Krishna is going forward, and mortar is following. Now that is going on, and then in the courtyard of Nand Baba, there are 2 big trees. The mortar gets stuck in between. Krishna goes between, but mortar gets stuck. Krishna gives one heave, and both the trees fall down. And from that trees, 2 Gandharvas come. Anyone knows their name? Nal Kuvera and Manigrava. These are the 2 Gandharvas who come out of that tree. They are the sons of Kuber. They are sons of Kuber. They had offended Narad Muni, because of which they got the curse to become a tree. But when they pleaded to Narad Muni, they said, you will become a tree in the household of Krishna, where he will come and liberate you. So now Krishna has liberated these 2 people. Now, because of the falling of this tree, everyone comes around, and Yashoda Mai, Nanda Baba, everyone, they pick up Krishna. So this is the whole pastime which happened on Diwali day. And this is such a sweet pastime that it is being celebrated for the whole month of Kartik. And the way to celebrate this is to offer ghee lamp to Krishna tied to the mortar every day. And we'll do that at the end of this class, is what we will be doing. Now there are last 4 days of Kartik month are left, starting from tomorrow, which is the Ekadashi, till Purnima. 4 days are left. These actually typically these are 5 tithis: Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Triyodashi, Chaturdashi, and Purnima. There are five Tithis. These five Tithis are called Bhishma Panchak. Bhishma, we know who was Bhishma Dev. Bhishma Dev was one of the 12 Mahajans. So in Bhagavatam, Canto 6, it is mentioned by, you have Yamraj is telling to Yamdutas, Swayambhur Narada Shambhu, Pralada Janka Bhishma, Pralado Janka Bhishma, um, Kumara Kapilo Manu, Balir Vaisakir Mayam. He is defining 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu, which is Naradan. Swayambhu is Brahma, Narada, Shiva. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu. What is the other one? Can get the shloka. Pralada, Janaka, Bhishma. Pralad, Janak Maharaj, Bhishma. Balir, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu. Chatush Kumara, Kapil Muni, and Manu. And then Balir, Vyasakir, Vayam. Bali Maharaj. Vyasakir is Shukdev Goswami, and Vayam refers to Yamraj. So these are the 12 Mahajans, and Bhishma Dev is one of those. And it is Bhishma Dev who was so exalted that when I was hearing about Bhishma Panchak, then when the war of Kurukshetra was about to start, Ved Vyas said to Dhritarashtra that you can't see. I will give the power to Sanjay to see the war and tell you. So Dhritarashtra, out of confidence, said, I don't want. This is a one-sided war. This is one-sided war. Why? Because Bhishma Dev is on our side. Because Bhishma Dev is on our side, so the war is already won by us. So I don't want any commentary. Now the war continued for how many days? 18 days. When did Bhishma Dev fall? 10th day. 10th day. Now when this news reached Dhritarashtra that Bhishma Dev had fallen, that is when he realized something is going wrong. That is when he called Sanjay. Tell me what is happening. That is when he says, Dharam Kshetre Kurukshetre Samveta Yutsav. This was said on the 10th day of the war, not on the first day of the war. First 10 days, Dhritarashtra was super confident that Kauravas are going to win. So he said, I don't want any commentary. It is when Bhishma Dev fell that he said, Sanjay, now tell me. And that is when Bhagavad Gita, he narrated. Bhagavad Gita is already spoken, but Dhritarashtra had not heard it. He heard it on the 10th day when Bhishma Dev had fallen. Because Dhritarashtra was so confident that if Bhishma Dev is on our side, no one can defeat us. That is the greatness of Bhishma Dev. The vow that he had taken, Bhishma Pratigya, which is called, is not an easy vow. He is a Kshatriya. And he took the vow that he will not get married. He will not rule. For a Kshatriya, this is something very, very difficult. But he took that, and someone was telling in the lecture that his age was 450 years. He was 450 years old at the time of Kurukshetra war. So for 450 years, he was following that vow. And now when he had fallen, and how did he fall? By the arrows of Krishna, Arjuna, with Shikhandi in front. Because with Shikhandi in front, Bhishma Dev will not shoot arrows. And because of which Arjuna's arrows could pierce Bhishma Dev's body, and he fell on it is mentioned that there was not a space enough to put a needle on his body. It was pierced by so many arrows. It was pierced by so many arrows, and he fell on the ground. That is when Dhritarashtra realized and called Sanjay, and he started listening Bhagavad Gita. Not Bhagavad Gita. He started saying, now narrate me everything. Right? So now in when he's fallen, now he was in that state till when?
14.
That certain date. He was waiting for a certain moment. He was waiting for a certain moment. Uttarayana. Uttarayana happens on a fixed date. What is that date? 14th of January. Makar Sankranti.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that day when Uttarayana starts, and that is when he left his body. During this period, he had kept a fast which lasted for 5 days. For 5 days, he fasted. And Krishna was so happy. And Krishna, remember this. On one side, I had quoted from Bhagavatam that he is a Mahajan, which is he's the topmost devotee of Krishna. On the other side, in the battlefield, he is fighting against Krishna. How do you reconcile these two? How do you reconcile? If you are a devotee, you should be on Krishna's side, right? Not on the opposite side. Because,
He taken the vow that he will protect Kauravas.
yes,
So he is doing his duty.
yes. He knew that Krishna advents for what? Vinashaya cha dushkrita, paritranaya sadhuna, dharma sanstapnarthaya. Now all the dushkritinas are on Kaurava's side. Now Kauravas will not fight Pandavas because they cannot unless I am on Kaurava's side. Unless I am on Kaurava's side, they will not fight. So because the entire battle was done because Bhishma Dev was on Kaurava's side. So he was there because of which the battle happened, because of which everyone got killed. So that is how he served the Lord as a devotee. Remember, he took that vow of that these are the 5 arrows in which I will shoot, I will kill, and then our Lord picked up his because he was fighting so fiercely that Arjuna would have died. So Krishna got angry and he picked up the wheel to kill Bhishma Dev. And then Bhishma Dev said, Keshav Agacha. Please come. That is what I was waiting for. Right? That is the glories of Bhishma Dev. And the 5 days he did the Bhishma Panchak, which is called Bhishma Panchak, 5 days of fasting. Now, can anyone tell me when did the war start? If we map it to our calendar, which date? You know, this started with Gita being spoken, right? So, when is Gita Jayanti this year? When is Gita Jayanti this year? 1st December. Now, Bhishma Panchak is now. War is going to start on 1st December. On the 10th of December, he will fall. How can he keep the vrat before? Logic doesn't work, right? So I was also confused. I was asking a lot of people, and that's why I want to share this with you. That he kept the fast on those days when he was fallen, which happened sometime in December and January. As per our local Gregorian calendar, this happened sometime in December and January. But the Acharyas have put it as part of Kartik month, saying because Kartik month itself is so auspicious that at the end of Kartik month they have decided that these are the 4 or 5 days which are going to be called Bhishma Panchak. And this has been given by Krishna himself. He says, whoever follows the fast which Bhishma did will get all my blessings. Bhishma Panchak has been initiated by Krishna himself. So that Bhishma Panchak is starting from tomorrow. And Lord is super merciful this year because Bhishma Panchak is only for 4 days. A 5 day festival is actually for 4 days. Can you explain the reason? Anyone?
2 days, the Tithi.
Because, yes, because Ekadashi and Dwadashi are falling on same day. Because it is 5 tithis. It is not 5 days. It is 5 tithis. So Ekadashi and Dwadashi are on same day, and then Triyodashi, Chaturdashi, and Purnima. So it is actually, from our perspective, is only 4 days. Now, what is it that you can do as an austerity? So something has to be done in these 4 days. And if you have not followed anything in the Kartik month, if you do something in these 4 days, you will get all the benefit of the full Kartik month. So in this 4 days, the basic concept is called Upavas. What is the meaning of the word Upavas? Tell me. Anyone? What is the meaning of the word Upavas?
Sitting fast.
Yes. Upvas. Vas means staying. Up means near. Upavas actually means staying near Krishna. Right? Upavas in normal terms we mean fasting. Fasting is one way, but there are many ways of doing upavas. Upavas can be uh, uh, doing more rounds of chanting, reading Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavad Gita, doing more, going to the temple to have darshan of the Lord, feeding cows, and of course some restrictions on food. All these are possible options which are there. My request to all of you is, whether you were following Karthik or you were not following Karthik, for the next 4 days, do something which is beyond your normal life for bhakti. You can increase the number of rounds. And now I'm going to ask you, and maybe to yourself, don't tell me, but think for 2 minutes. What is it that you're going to do for next 4 days? You can increase your number of rounds. You can start reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, any of the Shastras. You can have some restrictions on your food. Now, I just want to let you know the highest standard. Now, that does not mean you have to follow that. No one can follow that. The highest standard of food is that on 4 days, 4 panchagavyas have to be eaten. What are the panchagavyas? The 5 products coming from cow? Huh? Milk, milk, curd, ghee. Very happy now. Now the last two. Now cow urine and cow dung. Right? Now 1 day milk, 1 day curd, 1 day ghee. Good. Then 1 day urine, 1 day cow dung. And that too, not that milk means 4 liters of milk. Milk means little milk, little ghee, little curd. Right? Maybe how much cow dung you can eat, so much milk you can have. Now this is the highest standard. So this is not for all of us here. I just thought I'll let you, just for your academic interest. Not that you have to follow that, not possible. But do something. It can be 1 day nirjal, maybe 1 day with liquids, 1 day with fruits. Nothing. If your health, again, keep in mind, health is very important. If you have some health issues, do fasting based on your health. You can follow Ekadashi on all the days, right? You decide. And if your health does not permit, forget about it. Forget about it. If your health does not permit, increase your rounds, read more. And then one important thing is brahmacharya, following the brahmacharya ashram for the next 4 days. So these are the things which have to be done. Now, every day in the temple, Mangala in these 4 5 days, everyone visits Mangala for the Bhish Panchak, because every day a different offering has to be made to Krishna. 1 day it is bilwa leaves, 1 day it is scent, 1 day it is malti flower, 1 day it is all that, which is difficult to arrange outside. So in the temple, people come for Mangala Aarti, which starts at 4:30, and then these things are offered. So another option is to come for Mangala Aarti in the temple for these 4 days at 4:30 a.m. in the morning and participate in the Mangala Aarti and take full benefit. So my request to all of you is that please do something for next 4 days. Now I'll pause for 1 minute, close your eyes and take a prana. Take a vow in your mind. Only you will know. What is it that you want to do more for the next 4 days? 1 minute. Just think. What more are you going to do? Everyone has taken a vow? It is between you and the Lord. So whether you keep it or not, you know and the Lord knows. Right? But do something for the next 4 days. Hare Krishna. So if anyone has any questions or doubts or clarifications, I can take one or two questions. Yeah. That is the intention. Start with these 4 days and then continue. Any other clarifications, questions? Okay, fair enough. So we'll now have Damodar Arti, right? So what we will do is oh, we have not carrying the Damodar Ashtakam sheets now. For the new people, maybe open on your phone and then share it with the new people. Or Mataji, if you can post on the group, you can post Damodar Ashtakam on the group. Or Diksha, hai kya available? Just put it on the group. And Gautam Mataji, you can forward to the new members so that you can get on your phone. Or just go to Google, type Damodar Ashtakam. Just type Damodar Ashtakam on your phone. It will be available in Kannada, Hindi, English. You can just open Damodar Ashtakam. Yeah. So what we will do is we'll first sing the entire Damodar Ashtakam. After that, when we are singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all of you can come one by one to offer the lamb. Okay.